Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Saturday workout. As you can see, this one is a freaking chill one, and I'm so good with this. Speaking of chill, this is actually a rather depressing read, so we're just going to go ahead and uh, dive on into it, starting with me. Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior, lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was. Andrew.
All right, let's do this thing. Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has how the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was. Ellis.
Where is the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together. No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years is spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was. Do I even gotta say the thing? I mean,
The thing.
like it's the guy,
The
There's
the
only
the
one
guy, the
more.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey, person who hasn't read yet, you are up.
Wonder who that could be. Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where's the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night elm, as if it never was.
All right, script breakdown time. Um, let's go ahead and determine the uh, not today. Oh, rare Carissa Reed. Got it. Yeah. No, apparently not
Oh,
today. Um, mic technique. What should we be using? Voice over, voice under.
I'd say voiceover.
Yeah, this is a poem. I don't see that this would be with any type of imagery that needs to take front and center.
Hmm.
I mean, either that or this is the most depressing commercial ever.
it was a very voice
There are no
undery
bad days
voiceover.
in commercial.
No, this would definitely be a voiceover. So this is going to be an ex. This again. This is an excerpt from a read, which or a Of course, it's an excerpt from a read. It's an excerpt from a poem, and this would likely be used as some sort of as a form of preservation of this work. Um, the Wanderer is apparently in literary circles kind of resurging in its popularity and in its um, or it's having sort of more of a resurgence of popularity. But I would see that something like this would be a form of preservation of the media and of what was produced here. So this is going to be voiceover. You are clearly, this is coming from um, a first person point of view. That being said, let's talk about who's actually speaking. Who is this narrator?
It is the last knight of a troop who has gone out into battle and he has returned alone.
He's a guy who's not cool anymore.
You know what? I'm writing that down.
Perfect.
A guy who's not cool anymore. Got it.
Kind of what I mean by that is, as we can see, bro's been in self-exile, So he's been away from the front lines and he's had time to reflect on his life from a little bit of an outside perspective. And now he comes back and he's like, you know what? All those days of glory and cool shit, that's not me anymore.
All right. Someone who's being self reflective, reflecting on their own life. He's 40.
And I'm going to say that he has returned home. His exile is done and he wanted to come back and found everything destroyed and nature reclaiming what used to be like his home or village or things like that. And now he has to walk all the way to the next point of civilization to even start again.
Someone returning from exile. Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts on who this character is? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and echo the sentiment that this is somebody who's reflecting on past glories, reflecting on what their life used to be, because that's what a lot of this is. Um, According to the little blurb at the top, The Wanderer is an ancient 9th or 10th century poem. It conveys the meditations of a solitary exile on his past happiness as a member of his lord's band of retainers, his present hardships, and the values of forbearance and faith in the heavenly Lord. This is a later portion of the poem where the wanderer is thinking back upon their life, so this should have a solemn weight to it. So, this kind of brings in the next question: what emotions should we be feeling at these? How should we be communicating what is being reflected on by the speaker? So clearly it says solemn. What else? What makes one sound solemn?
Earnestness, gravity, dignification. Is that it? Is that a word? Being dignified.
Dignity.
Yeah. Brain fart.
You got there eventually.
I didn't, but I would have.
Okay. Earnestness. So earnestness, gravity, dignity. The agony and sorrow of loss. Okay. Anything else? Self-righteous anger. Okay. I don't know exactly how I feel about that, but I will put that down.
I'm going to add a new one in here.
Okay.
Guilt.
Guilt. Okay. Oh, my tea looks horrible.
Sober.
What was that?
Maybe sober.
Sober? Okay.
Yeah.
He wouldn't want to be, but
Get your mind out of the gutter, you.
How dare. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be really, really interesting, I feel, because one of the most recent discussions that I had with somebody when I was doing a one-on-one with them is that your emotional expression is going to be a mix of multiple things. Solemnity is not just one emotion; it is a mix of them that all blend together to create a feeling of solemnity. Um,
Um,
and the more emotions that you can sort of pinpoint in what that is, the better it's going to be for you, because then you can start assigning emotions. And here, especially since this section is actually rather short, um it's it's really, really important to make sure that you have your own emotional spin on each one of these sections. um Where's the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Um, what do those mean? Why would those words, why would saying these things have gravity to your character? What would they mean to them? What are you thinking? What are you seeing? What are you feeling? And how does that make you feel? What are you feeling and how does that make you feel? Cool. I can English. I promise. I know how to grammar. But again, the idea is that when you are painting a scene and when you're giving a scene atmosphere, it's not just a singular emotion that you need to lean into. It is a slew of emotions that create the feeling. So I think Bryan Cranston said it really interestingly. He said, if you want to make the audience cry, you yourself shouldn't cry, but you should try to keep yourself from crying. So essentially, what you're doing is you're creating sadness not through the act of your character outwardly expressing sadness, but expressing other emotions, trying to be strong in the face of sadness. You create the atmosphere and you let your listeners' emotions take over from there. So, one of the more interesting aspects of this particular script, I'm going to, at least I feel, is how does your character react? What does your character personally feel about each individual thing that they're saying here? Because there's plenty of things being listed. Where's the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where's the giver of treasure? What do all of these things mean to you? Giving some kind of weight of loss to each and every one of those bits is going to really. Oh, you do have things written down for each line. Good. Good. I was actually going to encourage you guys to do that. Write for yourself some kind of a note or something. Make sure that you have it noted down. What do you feel for each of these individual bits? What do you feel for the different things that you were describing here? Um, I don't know. I imagine like where has the horse gone being something like nostalgia, thinking that every time that he was here, that he was in this place, he'd always hear the noises of horses, lashed up or penned up wherever they're held. Where are my kindred? Clearly, there's a pang of loss there. There's some kind of a looking back on this area that was once destroyed fondly. It's kind of like those scenes in movies or video games or shows or something like that, where somebody goes to a place and then you see it like it was back in the day, and then reality kind of snaps in and everything washes out. And while everything is still sort of in the same exact place that it was before, it's now broken and old and covered in dirt, vines, snow, whatever, all of that. So, um, take some time to do that. Take some time to note down what your character thinks and feels about every single aspect of their history that they're recalling here. And how do they feel overall? What is the general sense that they're moving into this with? So take some time to do that. Assign yourself those emotions. even though I'm pretty sure you guys have either already done that or are probably not going to make those kinds of notes. This is a very sad monologue, and the thing is the entire poem isn't much better. it's it's generally pretty it's within that sort of negative range of emotions. It's very uh it's wistful, it's contemplative, it's dark. It has a strong sense of loss about it. So that's the whole thing. It has already been done. Okay. Yeah, because again, one of the things that I want to encourage you guys to do is give yourself everything. Give yourself a scene. Give yourself a connection to what's going on. Give your character a history. Give yourself the tools you need to bring this scene to life. Started with elation, move into determination, and concludes with joviality. If you can do that with this, I'd be impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Turning this whole thing happy.
Yo, crazy. Oh my god. You guys. For a round 2, maybe? Wouldn't that be fun?
Round 2, the happy read.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll be
there's
honest
only
though, this
4.
this almost you know, if you discounted some of like the positive things that it's meant that this character's mentioning that they miss, this almost could be like an anarchist's dream, you know.
Finally, the prince is gone.
Yeah. Lost for good, the pride of princes. I mean, yeah, again, you're more than welcome to give this a try how you want to, but um, putting this in general context, this is very much so a somber, sorrowful, contemplative poem. All right. So, does anybody have any questions or comments about the script? Anything that you might have noticed, anything that we didn't go over, they'd want to clarify a bit more. Okay, yeah, no, this one's pretty. This one is really actor forward, I would say. It's really on you to bring out the real weight of what's being said here, and to establish how you want to deliver this. So, if nobody has any questions, any comments, anything about it, then we're just going to dive on in. Is that sorrow or anger? Oh, okay. Then, you know, you can always unmute and ask as well. No, no, what's the question? What's the question? I'm sorry. No, 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 please, please, I insist. We won't move on until you ask your question, Carissa.
Nah. I'm shaking here.
Let me just scroll up. Very sad monologues between the human who's lost everything. We could have around two with the low numbers, anarchy. Can we point out the bit of anger? Okay, the bit of anger. Um, where are you seeing it?
I also have anger down in my script, so I will. Um, I have it starting out at the no more the brat goblet.
Okay, and it looks like all right, looks like Carissa's on the same page with you as well. Um, I mean, yeah, you could have anger there. I'm not really seeing it myself. Um, but that doesn't mean that it's, you know, not it's not the right way to approach it. No. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, like it feels like it feels like he's wronged by time or by exile or whatnot. But the way that I'm looking at this is almost like an acceptance of the situation. Again, if you want to if you want to assign anger to that last little section there, the no more, all gone and lost for good section, then yeah, I could see that being the case. But for the most part, I think again, I think that's really going to be up to the individual actor. Yeah, and I get that. Yeah, but he seems like he's feeling wronged. I totally understand that feeling there. Um, but I don't know. Again, to me, it just seems like he's um like this narrator is feeling really just is accepting their situation, is accepting um this loss of time that they've had. But again, I think that's going to be per actor. That's my real shtick with it. It's probably per actor. If you want to take it with anger, then do so. I'd love to hear it. I'm going to have a different interpretation for myself, though. So I am sorry for missing that question because it was asked silently in chat. Um, wronged and rejecting that wrong. Well, I mean, sure. Again, you could take it that way. I just see this as this character being like, this is where I am now. There's no going back. There's no changing it. You know, no more the bright goblet, all gone the mailed warrior. Like, because again, um, I feel personally that that last section, those last three lines, no more, all gone, lost for good, are actually him answering for himself. And I keep saying him because I mean it's just my point of view from it, but answering for himself the questions that were posed before. So it's a call and response. You're asking the question and then you're answering them with reality. This is what's happening in reality. But yeah, it is different perspectives. And again, I'm okay with however you want to do that. Um, okay, phone. Thank you very much. Shut up. If you're not informing me about a board game delivery, I don't want to hear it. All right. Any other questions? Anything else that I may have missed? Do I need to scroll farther up in the chat, Carissa? No. Okay. Okay. Well, if there's no further questions, then we're just going to go ahead and go right into it. Yes, we may be having one come in soon, but that's not voiceover related. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move to the directed reads. Now I gotta do my thing over here. Ow, ow. Okay, buddy, I will do it one-armed. Alrighty then. Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was. Yeah, opening it up.
All right. Feel free to disagree with me, everybody else. But I felt, and all right, let me start by doing this. What were you going for?
I was going for really contemplative and gloomy.
All right. Well, you pulled that off, but it sounded very samey.
Okay.
Everything felt exactly the same. It felt like you were taking the same pauses at the end of each phrase. Um, I forget the word that people use, but it felt very like choppy, like you would.
Staccato.
There we go, staccato.
Okay.
Yeah, it did feel contemplative, but your contemplation only gave you one thought.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's not very emotionally expressive. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what Carissa has in the chat too.
Yeah, I'm paying attention now after being berated. I am paying attention now. Sorry. Okay, so it needs to be more emotionally expressive versus just contemplative. Okay. Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us, joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was. All right, opening it up.
All right, were you still going for the kind of down and contemplative?
Yeah, but I wanted to give him more like emotional impact on exactly what he's feeling about each thing that he's reflecting on.
All right. I definitely felt that you had switched up some of your choices. Um, but if you were kind of going for that sorrow, I didn't really pick that up until The Pride of Princes. And a few of the lines just felt very inquisitive, like you were genuinely wondering, um, like the benches that bear us. It just sounded like it was a genuine question to, like, hey, where'd the furniture go? And if that's what you were going for, it came off.
Okay. Not exactly, but all right.
Okay. I'm going to disagree with that just ever so slightly because I appreciated hearing the the genuineness of where are the benches to bear us? Like it gave me the sense that you are actually there. Like maybe you have walked into this ransacked banquet hall and where it's usually lit up with candles and you have plates of food and drink all over the place and you had where everybody sits. You know, it really made me feel like you were there looking at this now. What used to be Grand Hall, it's now the dusty, dilapidated, cobwebs everywhere. Things that used to be there are like the wood may be completely destroyed, and so the benches are no longer intact. So that genuine question made it seem like you were there in the scene for me.
Okay. Anybody else agree, disagree, like to hear something different?
Because to me, my thought was like, you've been away for a minute, but maybe this place is fond. Maybe this place is fondly remembered. So on your way back here, I think that it makes perfect sense that you have a specific image of it in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's conscious or subconscious. When you get back, I do think you'd be asking these questions genuinely because it's like all this stuff is different. Why is everything different? What's going on? Kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. So then, did did you guys want to hear any? Andrew, do you want me to do something different? Do you want to hear something changed?
No, I was just genuinely asking if that's what you were going for.
Okay.
I didn't. I liked the read.
Okay.
I just
I,
wanted to
I
make sure that was conscious.
I would like to hear a bit more sadness at the end there in that last three sentences because you had this wonderful build up and then I think you went just a little too sober. where you lost what you had created, and then it was more of a flat. You got just a bit too contemplative. I feel like this should still carry that sorrow, like sober but sorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, let me see if I can put it all together then. Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
There it is.
That's the one that
That's the
put it all
one.
together. Sorry, let me go ahead and post the reading order. There we go. I will go down with this ship. Anyways, let's go ahead and move it right along then over to Andrew.
Well, hi there.
Whenever you're ready, give us a read.
Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet? All gone the mailed warrior, lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
Okay. Thoughts?
Eerie for my liking. Can we? So, what I'm not getting that this is your interpretation of these lines, Andrew. I'm
Mhm.
getting that this is your interpretation of what this dialogue should be, if that makes sense. I wanted,
What do you mean
I'm
by
gonna
that?
free you of any expectation of having to impress us or anything like that. Give me the most you thing of this possible.
All right, what do you mean by that?
Did I not think about it so much? I
Okay,
just want to hear whatever just actually just comes from you. No thought. Brain
mm,
off. Brain empty.
no thoughts head empty. I love it. All right, let me remove some of my notes then. Anything else?
Now, I want to see what that does to your read before I comment on it.
All right. Then I know what I think I need to do. All right, so this we're talking about Alpine. Why not? The horses are the tractors. And all right, where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together. No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
Okay. So, what is your approach? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What are you seeing?
So since I was told to go full Andrew, We
Mm-hmm.
are thinking back on the family farm that unfortunately we had to sell. And so um, the first part is genuinely upset of we've had to get rid of it. At the joys of the hall, it's genuinely thinking back on the fondness of the joys that we had there, the Christmases that we all got together. Um, and then the last part is going into defeat of, and that's never going to happen again.
Mm. Okay. Okay. So Chris is kind of muttering in the background. I felt that. I felt that. See, the thing for me is I feel that these questions at the beginning need to be asked more rhetorically versus literally. So instead of ending them off on an actual like up note or a real question,
Mhm.
where's the horse gone? Where's the horse gone? You know that because that's like a genuine. Where? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Weren't there
Where's the
horses out?
horse?
Didn't we come in on them? Where did they go?
I tied him up right there.
Yeah.
All right,
Um.
more rhetorical.
More rhetorical.
Yeah, because
I
that's
like to
gonna
hear those.
convey that like you're upset that something happened, whereas this it's like what happened. Both are genuine, but given what you're going for, a more
Mhm.
rhetorical just it
Yeah.
fits better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I want to hear you end these questions off mid notes, down notes,
Mhm.
but don't genuinely asking. You could do like joys of the hall could be a genuine question. You know that actually makes some sense there to be a genuine
Mhm.
question, but like for physical objects, you kind of want to just make them rhetorical.
All right.
Uh,
At least
Um,
Also,
that's what I want to hear.
you hit my thing perfectly. Big baller energy. You cooked.
Alice, I've missed your feedback.
That's the slang of them childrens these days.
um, Also,
Please offer me your energy. I ask of you, please.
Who said that? Who did that? Why?
that
Who
was
said that?
me.
I know that was
Yeah,
you. I
it's
saw you
because
pop up.
yeah, Ellis used energy.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it wasn't
Big
in
baller
a. I mean, I'm just
energy.
joking. Yeah, big
Yes,
baller energy. I'm just making.
yes,
We're
yes.
having some fun here, but yeah, it was there was some energy that was thrown out there. But it's fine. I'm gonna let it slide. We're just having fun. But yeah, ask if it's something physical.
Mhm.
Ask rhetorically. That's what I'd
All
like
right.
to do for this next one.
All right. And then for kindred, kind of falls into that space between ideal and physical. So,
Hmm.
what do you want to hear for that?
Um, Ideal.
All right.
I want you to treat it as an ideal.
All right. Alrighty then. Let's do this. Where has the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? With where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the brat goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
Okay, opening it up. What did you guys think?
No, I'm sad now. I don't agree. Nope. Mm-mm.
No, I'm sad now. I don't like it.
Yeah, that was really powerful. Great job.
Thank you. Good to know I
We're
can
being
pull off the
asked, would a
professional.
nice breathy sigh work somewhere with all this somber talk? Um, that's a tough one. You technically could, but the issue that I've got with doing something like that is that I think it would really break how contemplative this is supposed to be. So I think a breathy sigh would be too much.
Um, I did try to include one, if that changes anything. But I guess my mic didn't pick up on it, or Discord cut it out. Right after the Pride of Princess, because that was a joyous note, and then
Mhm.
the last part was supposed to be, and then go back into the depression. So,
Yeah, I don't think I think if you're going to use a sigh, it should be really subtle. And yeah, I think that's
mhm.
probably one of the best place to put it. But yeah, Andrew, no, the sigh was cut off entirely. I could see, I could hear it from what you did just now. Like it cut you off entirely. No more sigh.
Gotta love Discord.
Oh boy, that volume limiting. Okay, but overall, I think that was a much improved read from your last one, personally.
Oh, thank you.
And it doesn't necessarily seem like anybody wants to hear some changes from it, unless I'm missed something. All right, then we're moving right along to Ellis.
There we go. Okay. Time to cook. My PC's back. Oh, testing, testing. 1, 2. My
Oh yeah,
my
you're cooking, man. We can hear you. We can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah, we got you
no,
just fine.
PC is being dumb and weird today, so I was like, I should check. Right. Before I disassociate from this reality. Where is the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together. No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. Now the space of the years is spread, growing gloomily bleak. Where is the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together. No more the bright goblet. All gone, the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. How the space of years is spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
All right, opening it up. What did you guys think of that one?
All right. What was your thought on that last little section?
Oh, my deal for that
Mm-hmm.
is, an apple, sorry. My deal for that was, my little note was, to top it all off, on top of my exile, I was so focused on myself and my journey that I hadn't even noticed that the world was changing and that I don't have a place in it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I tried to think of it from the historical relationship between lord and retainer, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought about the fact that historically a vassal, a retainer, a lord, that sort of relationship involved someone who still chilling, someone who offered military services or favors in return for protection and land, and now, you know, I'm not doing that anymore. There's no more military favors. All that cool shit I enjoyed, I don't get anymore, and it's very sad.
All right. Um, the rest of the pacing was good. I felt that if that's what you're going for, the last part felt fast.
Mm, okay. So you want me to just redo that bit?
Well, I would actually like to hear you. So your emotional expression here is really really solid. Like I don't have a
Okay.
problem with that whatsoever. So don't change that. But I would like to hear just to see just to see you change things up, I'd like to hear you ask all of the questions rhetorically.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Every single one. I feel
Every
it.
single one. Sorry, every single one. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like apples. They help me de-stress. This is a stressful script.
Don't apologize for liking apples.
Ah. No, I don't see it in the rules. I can apologize for liking apples.
No, it's not in the rules. You're not apologizing for your performance. That's what we're gonna get you on. Ellis rule. Yeah, the Ellis rule. Always have an apple on hand.
No, my rule would be wild if I had a rule. It would go crazy. I mean, I do a lot of weird and strange things.
Oh man, Ellis,
Okay.
I have no idea what would even create a rule on for you. There's just, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even know. Anyway, I'd like to hear all of the questions asked rhetorically. Again, I'd like to hear you approach this really contemplative.
Okay. So, all rhetorical questions and slow down on that last. So, to be clear, from how to never was. That's where you want me to slow down, Andrew? Okay, cool. Where's the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall, bring us together. No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. Now the space of the years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
So, Ellis, this is kind of a nitpick, but something that I noticed this time around
Yeah.
is for your No More the Bright Goblet and Lost for Good the Pride of Princes, you had a really strong attack right at the very beginning. No More the Bright
Oh.
Goblet. Like you really attacked those hard.
Mhm.
And I felt that detracted from where you were going
Mm.
emotionally because it was this sudden slamming change to what you were doing. You had this soft kind of contemplative, again, gloomy. You were definitely communicating this character's emotional state really really well, and then no more the bright god. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know I had one in my hand. You were slapping it out of there. Like that's just what it felt like. It was this sudden
Okay.
attack that detracted from the space you'd built.
Feel it.
I
I feel it.
I I guess I'm in that mood today. I actually disagree. I liked
Oh my god.
live with it.
What the? What twist?
Oh
So,
no.
um, I liked that you attacked that m- the way that Michael said that you did, because this is to me, this is where that frustrated that the frustration that anger where I see comes into this poem, this section where you feel like you've been you've been robbed of this. This is what you had. This was your life. These people were your family, your friends. This was your lifestyle. And now it will no longer be a thing. Like you said before, this man has been phased out.
I was Elton John, and now I'm just John Elway.
Precisely.
So, okay, I can see what you mean. Counterpoint to that, I think the strong attack is just not the right way to go. I think Ellis, if we're gonna do that, so let's say we
Yeah,
want to take that as more of like an angry note, right? As like
yeah.
kind of bitter. Um, take some time in between, the joys of the hall to bring us together, and then no more the bright goblet, and let the anger sort of build up, but not to like a raging degree, but just like that seething bitterness.
Oh, okay.
I like
Does
that.
that make
Along
sense?
I like
Yeah.
that.
Bet.
Okay.
along the same note, because I was gonna say something about that portion too. Because you attacked each of those lines. What if
Mhm.
you did the build up and you only attack that final line, the lost for good? I mean, obviously, don't get into the
I
the
don't.
rage, but
I I actually don't know if this will be a Dan rule violation, so I'm not gonna say it. But
Um, Dan rule again is critiquing your own read.
okay.
So if it's not critiquing your own read, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Bet. So my approach for I don't think I'm gonna go with anger for that. I have an idea. I have a cool idea.
Okay.
And if you
just
don't like it, if you hate it, if you hear it and you're like, this guy's bugging, beat him with hammers, then I'll do like one that's angry on that last one.
Okay. All right. So you got to pass the hammer test, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever you're ready, from the top.
Yep. Oh, I should ask. Do you want me to do this one with rhetorical questions still?
Yikes! Don't do
Yes.
that to us.
Yes. No. I think that was I think that was an internet glitch.
Oh
I,
my
I
gosh,
just
my
said, "Oh, I'm
ears.
sorry."
Tiger,
What happened?
unfortunately, that happens with your mic too.
I thought that was on my
All
end,
I said was,
actually.
"Oh, what happened?"
No. So your mic like peaked, and it just sounded like
Uh,
some demon screeching for like a brief second. Yes,
I'm sorry,
unfortunately,
everybody.
Tiger, your mic does do that as well. No, it's just
I'm
it's a Discord thing. It is a Discord thing entirely. I
right, but I'm sorry
it's
you had to like go through that. I'd be
yeah.
terrified.
Well,
I
it
wouldn't be able
it,
to sleep.
it is now on it's now on Twitch, and it will be there forever.
I'll go listen to it. Second this is over.
I'll clip it for you. How about that?
Yeah, it's just that one.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but
Yeah, I'd like for you
yeah.
to I'd
Did
like
you
for you
want
to
me to
stick.
do these rhetorical
Yeah,
too?
absolutely.
Okay. Where's the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together. No more the bright goblet. All gone, the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. Now the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
Finishes delivery, immediately dives back into the apple.
I like the apple.
It's funny. It's like the first thing that we hear. You finish that up.
This is my life we're talking
Yeah.
about here. Hang on, I gotta go take a bite of
I'm
this
a very
apple.
freewheeling man.
So, I'm not sure what you were going for, but I got zero angry in any form on the last three lines of the first section. Zero, like none of that. It was more like just a flat observation, is what it came off as.
Well, yeah, that's
So,
what I said.
okay. I mean, look, it's not like it's
Do you hate
bad,
it? Do you
but it
want
wasn't
to
what you
beat
were.
me with hammers? Do you want me to do it with,
I don't want to beat you with
really
a.
lean into
I
that
don't want to beat
angry?
you with hammers. No, the thing is, I asked for you to build up some kind of not angry, but like bitterness.
Yeah. No, that's what I tried to do, but if it's not coming through that way, I'm happy to
Yeah, it's
give it another
definitely
go.
it's not. I didn't get that at least. It just
All
sounded
right,
like a
bet.
flat observation. It's just like, okay,
I
well,
bet.
this is my life now. No more of the
Okay,
bright
I'll lean
goblet.
into it.
All gone, the mailed warrior. Yeah.
Feel it. I'll lean into it.
Okay.
I did, just as a counterpoint, I did get sadness. I thought you were going for sadness there. But if you were still going for that anger, then no, I definitely didn't hear anger.
Is that all? Is no nothing else? I bet.
I agree. I think that's about it.
Cool. Where's the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall bring us together. No more bright goblet. All gone, the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. Now the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
Okay. Now I feel like you leaned a little too far into it, but
Yeah, it
that
felt
was
like you
my
came
take
out the
on it.
gates with anger.
Hmm.
I mean, it is a
Yeah.
good read that way. You did
Yeah.
good for anger.
No, that's
Yeah.
not
But was
enough.
that what you were going
I'm going
for?
to nail your guys' stuff. That's a
Okay.
promise I'm making.
So then let me just put it this way then. You leaned too far into what I was initially trying to ask you for. Again, I wanted you to build up the seething bitterness just on those last 3 lines of the first section. But
Mhm.
Ellis, it's really difficult to give you to give you that kind of feedback because of your experience, you're able to get that performance working throughout the whole thing. I feel that was actually a strong alternate take, especially if the entire thing was going to have this like undertone of bitterness throughout the whole thing for the loss, which again could absolutely work.
Oh,
The only thing I was asking for
I just
is
had a brain thought.
the
Sorry, no, I just talking to myself. Ignore me.
I just had a
Um,
brain thought.
while
Wow.
Michael is giggling, the thing I'm going to note and what I
sorry,
was
just
like,
ignore me. I talked to myself.
you're good. The thing that I was craving, because I actually really liked the last 3 sentences of the first section, but then I wanted it to retreat into sadness, have that anger be spent when you get to
Okay.
how the space of years has spread.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to hear. Okay, Ellis, I'm gonna spell it out section by section.
Okay.
Um. So the questions are all rhetorical. You already know. Where's the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where's the giver of treasure? Again, it's that is really contemplative. So I'd
Okay.
like to, because you're kind of sitting there in a daze, and then it kind of settles in, and there's that bitterness. No more the bright goblet, right? Like you're just you hate the fact that this has all happened.
Okay.
And then finally, there's that disbelief. How the space of years has spread, right? Like,
Yeah.
all this time, I never thought it would change this much. This would be like after you've graduated high school and you go to visit it and you realize nothing, you recognize nothing anymore. You
Mhm.
kind of know the place, but it's now alien and foreign to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the feeling I want you to encapsulate right at the very end there. So it's rhetorical, sort of in a daze almost, then bitterness with the last 3 sentences, and then finally disbelief.
Okay.
That's what I'd like to hear. That's what I'm trying to direct you towards.
Okay. I'll try my best.
No,
to
you will
do
do.
it.
You will succeed.
I keep forgetting you guys can't see me. I did a thumbs up. Where's the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where the benches to bear us? Joys of the hall to bring us together? No more, bright goblet. All gone, the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
That's what I was going for. That was it. Again, though, you gave us some fantastic alternate takes. Those all worked, but that was specifically what I
It's
was
not
looking
enough to
at
do
it.
what works. It's not enough for me to be good enough. I have to be perfect.
Well, again, I think it was just a lack of clarity of communication on our part. I think that's mostly what happened. But
Come on, don't put that on you. It's well documented that my brain is very silly.
Ellis, you've been coming to these workouts for long enough that yeah, I know that. But there's also the fact that I mean, I've worked with you enough to know when you get clear direction, you can do it, and when you don't, things get muddled up. I can tell the difference, Ellis.
Okay, I guess.
I can tell the difference. But that was specifically what I was going for that read. So good job.
Yep.
This time you can see my thumbs up. I've got my camera on.
Hold on.
Oh, you don't
Hold
have
on.
to have your camera on. It's
I think my
optional.
thing is weird.
Yeah. I mean, does anybody
No, I
else
got
have
this.
anything they'd like to hear or they'd like to mention about Ellis's performance? Anything at all? Giraffe read. Giraffe read?
What does that mean?
Got it. Comes in, drops direction. Whatever you want it to be. Got it. We'll do that post stream. All right, Ellis. Thank you very much. Moving it right along. Tiger, you're up.
Okay. Where is the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where's the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us, joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone, the mailed warrior. Lost for good, the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never was.
Okay, opening it up. What did you guys think of that?
All right, what were you going for on those last 3 sentences of the first section?
Frustration. In my idea of this character exiled themselves because they didn't want to be involved in a war and their home was taken during the war. All for like a greedy ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh,
me.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if that's what we were going for, I would like for you to build a little bit more of it up by the third line. Because it felt, I mean, I definitely felt that you were going for something there, but it wasn't very substantial, if that makes sense. It was like LaCroix. Uh,
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
it
Wow.
was like next to
Oh.
emotion.
I don't think I've been burned so
I'm
hard in my
true.
life. Thank you.
I'm
Appreciate it.
true.
I didn't
That
mean it that
delivery was
way.
very LaCroix.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Hint of
Don't worry
lime.
about it. I'm genuinely
Transported
not
next
bothered.
to a strawberry truck.
My
Was
Joke
really
flavors.
PC stopped
hard.
working the second my read was over, so I'm back on my phone. But my thing was gonna be, can we for those last three, or not those last three, but you know what I'm talking about. No more to Pride of Princes. For those, can we show a little bit less respect to those commas? Because the way you delivered it to me came across like these were all like separate ideas in the sentence and not separate sentences. So I was like, no more is its own idea, and then the bright goblet as if they're two separate things, and it's not. But these are all
Heard.
one idea. They're just split. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, not one idea.
Absolutely.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
gonna.
Actually, no, you are correct, Ellis. They are all one idea.
No, but
Yeah, no,
I
you're
know
great.
that
So
my words, big
no,
dumb
no, no,
brain.
no. No,
Um,
you're absolutely correct on that. Actually, here. So, so what I
be a little
think
clearer.
I'm gonna try and redeem what Andrew said here a little bit. What I think happened, Zach, is that your delivery was it was very contemplative. It was very solemn, very kind of introverted as a delivery, and um, well, no, I mean, the only reason why I say that is because I'm thinking this is where he was going with this is where he was going with it, and if not, then correct me on this. But I think what we'd like to hear is you to be a little bit less introverted in your retrospection, and almost like you're talking out loud to yourself. Either that, or you're talking to a single person. Like maybe there's somebody who's writing this down for you, and you're just kind of you're speaking aloud the sorrows and the frustrations and the lamentations that you're feeling.
Yes, I'm glad you had better words for it than I did.
Sometimes I can words good.
And not every critique has to be a bird,
I have
Andrew.
that power.
Doesn't need to be that either.
Yeah, Carissa.
I have moments of lucidity.
Okay, fair.
All right. So in total, the 3 problem sentences, each sentence is its own contained idea, and I am being far too no, I shouldn't put it that way. Be less contemplative.
Yeah, be more externally expressive.
Yeah.
Same note we gave Michael.
Yeah. Yeah. Deal. Where is the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us, joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night helm, as if it never were.
Can you retake the last line, please?
As if it never was.
Okay. Opening it up. What did you guys think? Reading is hard, and yet here you are practicing it week in and week out. That's some dedication there, my friend.
All right. I liked the read, but with the last line, the actual last line, as if it never was. Uh, what were you going for? Let's start there.
I think I was caught up in getting the right words and not actually in the scene at that point.
Okay, yeah. Kind of what it sounded like.
Let's see here. Tiger, were you calling upon any relevant personal experiences as you go through this?
Actually, trying not to bring myself into it, trying to inhabit a character rather than just being myself in here.
Well, I'd argue you don't necessarily have to be yourself, but in your life, I'm sure you have experiences that can help you draw on certain emotional context to help you understand this character's psychology.
Definitely.
Correct.
I'm sorry. I really love the implication of that. Hey, Tiger, I'm sure you've been through horrible stuff too.
You've lived life.
Yeah, exactly.
married.
You've lived. You know.
Yeah, you're married. It's perfect. Like you have all the references. I'm just kidding.
We'll talk about this later, Michael.
Hey, you were the one who said it first. I just expounded on what you stated.
We'll talk about this later.
Got it. I'm in the one in trouble.
Yes, you are.
You see,
I am
marriage.
never in trouble.
Marriage.
You are
I'm the one
always
in
in trouble.
Now,
Wait, was
what
it?
I'm about
was-
to say, take with a bit of a grain of salt, because I'm a silly guy. But use your inner Stanislavski. Rip open those emotional scars, baby.
Ellis, I may just have to give you the vanity title of Silly Goose.
Do it.
Oh, I'd love that.
May just have to do that. Take it with a grain of apple.
Awesome conversation starter. It's like you're a certified funny man and the silly goose.
And the
What's
silly
up with
goose.
this guy?
Although Tiger, I really liked your emotional expression this time around. I feel that you're really dialing into making this character much more your own. But there are a couple of places that I do want to alter. Again, where is the horse gone? Unfortunately, without much more context, it does sound like "Dude, where's my car?" a little bit if you ask it in the wrong way, and it's very easy to ask it in the wrong way. Where has the horse gone? You know.
And to be fair, my thought on that was this is like trying to deflect the inner emotions and then getting into it.
So, what I think you should try, or at least consider trying here, is brushing through multiple emotions. Because I know you kind of want to have. It seems like you want to have this undertone of like angry during the last 3 lines of the first paragraph. Is that right, or the first section? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have a little bit of anger at the very beginning. Maybe not. Well, maybe not necessarily anger, but bitterness. Like I want to hear like a pseudo angry emotion build into angry, but there still needs to be that little tinge of loss in there. So I think bitterness kind of bridges that gap.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Have that be more present, so it's less of a tonal shift, and introduce it.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the
because
beginning.
because the thing is you swap over to like sad and just dark and gloomy, that loss feeling on the very end there on the last 3 lines, and I think you do that relatively well. I just think if you're gonna go for anger, this is short enough that you can start with something that bridges the gap between sorrow and anger. To me, that's bitterness. So I think you need to have a building emotion.
Yeah. Sure.
And yeah, just turn up that sad at the end there like you have been doing. So unless anybody has anything they'd like to
Okay,
say,
cool.
whenever you're ready, let's hear it.
Where is the horse gone? Where are my kindred? Where is the giver of treasure? Where are the benches to bear us, joys of the hall to bring us together? No more the bright goblet. All gone the mailed warrior. Lost for good the pride of princes. How the space of the years has spread, growing gloomy beneath the night elm, as if it never was.
That was definitely the emotional progression I wanted to hear out of this. Opening it up, what did you guys think?
Very good.
Bravo.
Very good. More notes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you definitely brought through that whole emotional space. I take some time for yourself. It sounds like, but that was exceptionally well done. Truly, you really hit everything that I was hoping for. And with that, we have reached the end of our main reading cast. Yes, this one's going to be a little bit shorter, but we're not done. We're going to hang out because we still have a couple people we need to get to. If you're over there on Twitch, feel free to jump in and join us. But otherwise, you know where all the stuff is down below. Say hi to us, leave us comments, all that good stuff. I do have a note. It's an A flat. Well then. Anyways, yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up here. Anyway, see ya on later on the stream. See you Monday. Bye.